Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you guys a really cool use case between Switchy and Pabbly. So I would usually have to go into Switchy and then create a link manually like this, which is fine because it's really intuitive. You know all the fields that you need are here. If you want customizations, it's going to be down here. But the drawback of that is when like all tools, all of the link shortener tools, if you want to create links in bulk and manage them, it's not the best way because you have to do it one by one. And even if you group them like so, it's hard to see when all of the fields here at once. Um, so the use case is that, for example, when you're launching a product or when you have just finished a blog article, and you would want to use the same you'd want to use the same destination link, let's say, to your new blog post, and you want to distribute it to five different places, and you want to track the traffic from each of them. Then you would just duplicate the same link here, same title, same everything, different tags, even different UTM or so, and create the different shortened links here. And you would just grab them for each of the channels. So one for email, one for YouTube, one for your Facebook group number one, Facebook group number two, so on and so forth. So yeah, the way that it's set up, let me just put this away, hide. The way that it's set up is you would need to set up the Google Sheet versus Pabbly integration for the first time. So let me just create one here. Switch a link, let's say for impact in Nightingale. Copy. Okay, so I'll delete this one. I'll delete these two. And this one's impact, and I can create another one for Nightingale. Yeah. So first, you would need these columns here. These are like the basic ones. Not all of them are. You don't have to fill out all of them. So if you want to check which ones are compulsory, you can go in here. This one is obviously compulsory. This title here is compulsory. Description is not needed. Picture is not needed. Then because Switchy will put their own. If you don't have one, this one is not needed. The slug at the end, because you would go in there and if you don't put anything, they'll just fill out for you with some random characters. Um, yeah. So first off, I would go to impact, and then I would create a new folder, unsorted. This is what you need to do because it doesn't show the default by default. So it will make you choose one of these. And obviously, if it's not sorted yet, you don't want to throw them into affiliate links or giveaways or something like that. So best to create an unsorted folder. I'll just put it here so it's easy to find. And yeah, let's create the first one. Oh, by the way, sorry. You would want to do these two things first. First, the API key. I'll create a new workflow. Switchy. Sorry, Switchy might. Okay, just checking the name. Impact and letting go. Okay, so you would start with the Google Sheets. Trigger events, new row, and you would have it here. I'll leave this for now. You would want to do the API key generate probably and do it here. This is your API key. I would go down here. It's a create new link. There you go. Connect. I have already created one for Mighty Tools, but it's different, so I'm gonna have to create a new one. This one is impact, and yeah, this one's impact. Sorry. API key, paste it in here. And it's connected. So you'd have to delete this one. And the reason is because you would want to create this one first, and then update the field here. So I'll just remove it for now. We'll do one step at a time. Yeah, so for custom domains, I have these two set up. So we can double check by create a new link here, choose from the custom domain list. I want to be able to choose from the four of this, so I'll just screenshot them for now. Save, and I'll show you why I do this in a second. Impact and Nightingale. So for this one, I'll select all except this one, and data, and data validation. List of items. This was the old one, so we don't need that. And this is why I need this list here. So we want to create a drop down, so because we don't want to obviously type in manually every time. But with the new Mac thing, I can't select them. So I'm using this. It's called Text Sniper, and I'm sure with Windows they have something similar as well. So separated by comma. There you go. And another one. I still like to use the Switchy links, the domain from Switchy sometimes. There. And save. And yeah, so we can choose from this every time. So let's say we want to start with the link. Let's impact. So we'll do a test. Impact here, custom domain, we choose high impact. Title is, I'll just copy from the other one. So yeah, you can fill in anything. This one is a must, this one is not. Picture link, you can choose any of them. Let's say I want to choose this one, copy the address because it's hosted on Shopify. So picture. With tags, you can use any tag. So I'll just do test and then separated by comma because I wanted to see if that will allow the system to create multiple tags. So impact, actually I want to do this, impact, done. Custom slug, you can do anything, just make sure that there's no space. I usually do like tests dash link. I usually separate the words by a dash, but let's say in this one, we'll just do random. And then we wait for the shorten link, right? So, but first we need to set it up. So we have this one done. I'll put it out of the way. That's not the one we want. So Switchy and Nightingale. So capture response, copy this, and then we go to extension, copy webhook. Let me just see if you guys are still listening. Cool. Capture webhooks, extension, setup, there. And the reason why I put the custom slug last is because this is going to be my trigger column. So whatever happens here, it's not going to fire the automation automatically. So, saves you from, filling things in halfway and then it started to generate some random links. And then you're going to put the webhook in here. Trigger column is going to be G and send test. there. So I'm gonna bring this up. I'll bring this down here. I'm leaving it here so that I can remember the steps in case I need it. So nice, nice one, Clem. Yeah, so it's got all the details here that we need. So the next step is we are going to get Switchy, and it's a 3-step workflow. So if you guys got the monthly, oh sorry, the lifetime deal 249 or something, it will only allow you to have 2 steps. So just keep that in mind. The 1 second, sorry. Yeah. So we'll get to create the new links. The destination link we'll grab from first. It's gonna be sorry. Switchy. Okay. Connection data is the same, so we're not. We don't have to change anything. I just wanted to change the name to keep it consistent. Okay, so all we have to do with the destination link, just have to grab the values from here. Custom domain is this one. Slug is this one. Just note that the order of the fields aren't going to match all the time, which is fine. We would, let's say, if I want to select everything, I'll just do that. You can select to, if you have all the tracking pixels set up, you can select them from here. Folders unsorted, like I said. The title, same thing. We'll grab the title. Where are you? Sorry, 1 sec. There. My bad. Descriptions, picture, and notes. It's fine. You can leave a note if you want. Deep linking is always enabled. So if you want to share a YouTube link or a Facebook link, anything that the viewer might need an app to open it, then it's always best to leave it on enable. Link cloaking, I don't need it. Tags, we have the tags field here. Link cloaking means that when you share the URL, then if you want people to not see the original URL, you would turn this on. And it'll just be like the hi.impact.co/ slugs that you have here. It doesn't always work, but for things like the generic websites, it should work 9 times out of 10. For things like Notion, Facebook, obviously it's not going to work. Yeah. So any other fields here that you want to create, even the rotator A/B testing, you can do it here. Most of the time we don't need that, so I'm just going to leave it out. And then tags, favicon. If you want to customize your favicon, you can create an additional column here and put in your logo or your favicon here. And yeah, that's it. So save. I would actually do a test. Actually, it's best to do save. But anyways, so and then you would go back, because right now if you submit, then it's not going to show anything here, because you need the next step for to grab the Switchy completed URL, the shortened link, and put it back into here so you can copy and paste. So what you would need to do is you would need to go back and update the row values. So sheets and action events. Yeah. Update row values. Connect to your Google account. And then Switchy links. Make sure that you're on the right page. You're on the spreadsheet. You're on the right page, and the range is gonna be column H is where you want to fill it in, and then you want to do the row index, which basically means you want it to look up this column here. So row index is gonna be 2, and values. In the YouTube video from the Pabbly team on the how-to here, the guy forgot to put in there's double brackets here at the beginning, so that's why I'm doing this video to make sure that we don't forget it. Number 2, domains, and slash, then the slug, which is the ID, which is what we put in here, and then close bracket. See if there's any space. Nope, good. Okay, so I think that's that. Let's test it. There. So we have this one here, and then we'll submit since it's all correct. Let's try and do another one. If we have, let's say, impact.co, same link. This time, let's do Switchy. I want to keep all of this the same, except for the slug. So yeah, as you can see, it's really quick to create all of this, and you don't have to do them one by one if you want to keep all the fields the same, except for the tests. For the tags. And custom slug is test. There you go, and done. Oh, sorry. One last step is we have to send on event. Just enable that one to basically turn it on. So now that it's on, let's try test, and done. Hopefully it'll work. There. So let's test that, and done. Yeah, if you wanted to double check, you can always go back here and go to the unsorted folder. One click from me, all the tags and pixels are here. If you want to check the tags, by default, Switchy doesn't have this column enabled, which I think is dumb, but you can see it from here. And if you wanted to just triple check, you can go down and you can see that when you separate them by commas, it'll separate the tags. So yeah, hope that helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you.